So you want to grow on YouTube from where you are to hit that 1,000 subscribers and the watch time hours. Here are three big tips I learned from managing a larger channel than my own that I'm going to implement on this channel to be able to grow into the 1,000 subscriber range. And once you hit about 60,000 subscribers, depending on your niche, that should be enough to sustain you financially to be able to do that as your only career. Once you hit 100,000, that should be enough to sustain you financially to be able to live above your current means. Maybe not above your current means, but with more money than you are used to having. So, the first tip is get great at being you. People, not people, stop making things for the algorithm. The algorithm doesn't give a shit who you are, right? The things that you want to do for the algorithm are steps 2 and 3. But number one is you have got to get great at being you, whatever that looks like. That is your secret sauce and your superpower is who you are. That's what people tune in and watch for is other people. So you just need to do that. And it's a lot harder to do than it is to just say, as evidenced by the fact that I'm unable to do it consistently, mainly because I get in my own head, and that's part of who I am. But if you are the best version that you can be of you at that time, then that's great, and people will vibe with that. So try, number one, when you are making a video, try to make a video that is more you than anything else. Don't think about algorithm or search or anything like that. Just think about the content of the video, getting across something that you feel like you need to say in whatever way you need to say it. There's no wrong way, there's no right way, there's just the way that you end up doing it. The second thing, when you think about the algorithm, only think about the algorithm in terms of your thumbnail and your title, your descriptions, all of your keywords. The copywriting that you do is for the algorithm. The video that you make is for the person watching. You have to remember that, yes, the algorithm gets you in front of people, but the video gets you people to subscribe, to join in on what you're making. So number one, absolutely, is make a great video that people will vibe with, people will enjoy, people will like, and it'll take a while to get that part down. Number two, where you put your keywords, your hashtags, your title, your thumbnail, all the things that increase the click-through rate, that is what you really need to focus on for the algorithm. So you are making that portion for the algorithm, but you're making your video portion for people. And the number one thing is for people. So the first thing, make a great video with you for people. The second thing, capitalize on crafting a great thumbnail, a great title, a great description, all that for the algorithm. That's tough because you kind of want to ride the line between the algorithm and people clicking. That's a whole thing for another time. And the third thing that you want to make sure that you do is have an idea of community. A lot of what YouTube is moving towards is community building. A lot of what it's always been is community building. And here's what I want to kind of caution you against. Don't build your community simply because you can monetize them. Build your community because you want everybody to gain something because of the community you've built. Like you want to give your community more than your community is able to give you always. That's the great mark of an amazing community leader. So when you build this community, have in mind what you want to give, the information you want to share, the community you want to build, the Discord you want to start, the place for people in your community to interact, to talk, possibly to hang out. What we're missing right now is great communities. And the reason why we see all these problems is our communities aren't affecting change. So we need to build better communities. Those are the three ways to grow on YouTube. And they're kind of unconventional and sort of nebulous, but they're there. The first one, of course, being make a great video. That's not too difficult to do. Making videos, there's a ton of people out there who can help you learn how to make better videos. Number two, all your copywriting should be geared more towards the algorithm than the people watching. Number one is towards the people. Number two is towards the algorithm. And number three, build a great community with the intention of giving the community more than you get in return. You can't step into building a community in a selfish manner. It's just not going to be well. You have to build a community around things. So my like-minded people that I'm hoping to reach out there in the community are people who love dinosaurs, Magic the Gathering, video games, movies, talking about being an ex-evangelical, the race issues, because you know. There's so much more to me than just one thing. And I get in my head all the time about making videos, and I get meta all the time about making videos. And I get upset at myself because the video should be a video. It shouldn't be about the video making process, but I'm getting into other videos. Just remember, it doesn't matter if what you do is good, great, or bad. It just matters that you take time to do something. And I say that because it's so easy to get lost on these bad boys and this to kind of suck you in and eat all your time. But if you commit, and I'm not even saying you have to release anything, but if you commit to creating more than you consume, which is difficult because it's so easy to constantly consume on these things, then you'll be in a healthier place. Even if that creation isn't a video, if it's a painting or drawing or photography, whatever it is, that act of making something out of nothing just nourishes the soul in a way that scrolling constantly doesn't. So I made this just to try to help anybody out there who's trying to grow on YouTube. I know it doesn't look like what I do is successful because of this channel, but remember, people are more than what you see. You can do this.